at RFC shortly so you can check the rest of the pairings, but those will be the first designated pairs, the 3 designated pairs in stock eliminated. And we'll go to Rick. Would you like to do the SuperCom cars? What's the Carbizo? It's Joey in right lane, George in second. 890 with a 5, not bad for George Carbizo. 175.39 miles an hour. 898 for Joey at 161.05. Marco Paravolaris out of Petaluma, California, in the Pinella Hoosier CRE dragster. And Gabriel Torres from La Puente, California, in the Val Torres Construction and Racing. 2016 American chassis with a 632. 890 is the target for all of these cars. 890 with a 5, not a bad way to start. But you would certainly think with this field of cars, somebody would come up with that exact number. And we'll have to wait and see if anybody can get closer. That is, and Marco with an 888 with a 1 at 185.74. Layla helping on Marco's car, and Val helping on Gabe's. Russ Stevenson over in the right lane from South Jordan, Utah. 2001 C&E chassis. And Madison Payne from Claremont, California in the 2004 Worthy. This is one of the Thomas Bayer cars. Stevenson at 177.28, 893 for Madison at 161.40. Kenny Snow from La Habra, California. Kenny Brook Racing, 2000 Worthy chassis. And Brian Coleman out of Newark, California with the 2003 Van Ness. Another one of the Thomas Bayer team cars. That's Kenny Snow. Kenny Snow, 890 with a 167.97 miles an hour. 889 with a 4 for Brian Coleman at 164.75. One away, Kenny Snow. Currently, the man with the number. Allison McCone, Clovis, California. Fawcett Motorsports, 05 undercover chassis. And Glenn Kern from Modesto into Mickey Thompson Tires, 1999 answer. Allison Jensen, Bueno Park, California, JDR Products, Galileo, and Lucas, the 2005 Jackster, Neil Markerson, difficulties once again as he runs a 965 and 152, while Mr. Dorenson, 892 at 164.57. Damon Bustamante from San Dimas, California, in an 02 Whirly chassis, another Tom Bayer car. And Lloyd Coker from Glendale, Arizona, in the Moon Saloon, 2002 Davis. Miles an hour. 893 for David Bustamante at 160.88 miles an hour. Now, I'm not sure about other announcers, but to me anyway, that perfect pass, whenever it happens, something special, at least. From here to the announcing stand, it's something special to me. I'm sure it must be something special to the racers. Because I haven't seen one during the course of the weekend so far, and one really close. Bill Jaramillo from Bosque Farms, New Mexico, in the 1998 Davis, runs an 891 at 165.78 miles an hour. 896 for Mike at 172.76. And Mr. Richardson, Travis Richardson, I think it was, missed a perfect pass by 1/1000, I believe on Thursday. Ken Mostowich, Calgary, Alberta, Canada, the Moss Fabrication 68 Camaro. And Blake Williams from Chandler, Torco Race Fuels 2007 Yancer. Division 7 Super Pro Champ for Blake Williams. With a 4 for Blake Williams at 175.14, and an 891 with the 7 for Ken Mostowich at 185.31. Nick Cobb, Murrieta, California, Mickey Thompson Raceback 2014 Racetech Chassis, and Chuck Babcock from Yorba Linda, California, Lucas Oil, K&N Filters, Hoosier, 2009 Mullis. $886 for Chuck at 169.15, and an $889 for Nick at 168.83. Summer Richardson, from Castaic, California, in the Swoop Motorsports 2001 Victory, and Parker Theobald from St. George, Utah, in the Theobald Motorsports 2001 Mullis. Parker, the 2018 Phoenix Division Super Comp winner. Parker at 177.58, 892 for Summer at 169.08. Val Torres from Belinda, California. The Val Torres Construction and Racing 2015 TNT chassis. And Travis Richardson, this is a gentleman that had that nearly perfect run the other day from Castaic, California in the 2001 Victory. For Val, 181.15 miles an hour, and an 896 for Travis at 167.51. Track inspection apparently did not produce any results, so both Steve and the top 8 crew apparently heading back. Apparently. Kevin Motter, Anaheim, California, in the next up, 2002 Worthy in the Summit Lane, and Mike Scott from Glendale in his 2004 Yancer. Mark Gilmore, incidentally, helping on Mike Scott's car. And Mike Motter assisting on Kevin's car in the Summit Lane. In the Summit Lane at 174.41, 887 for Mike Scott at 169.70. Micheline Rowley out of Glendora, California in the NGK Sparkplugs, Timid Tiger 2003 Racecraft, and Madison Winton from Corona, California in the K&N 2014 American Chassis. miles an hour. 884 for Madison at 173.36. Punch Johnson from Seligman, Arizona in the Little Opie Enterprises 2007 Yancer. And Greg Boutte from Galt, California in the FTI Hoosier K&N 2014 American. Greg Boutte an 890 with a 4. That's pretty good, but an 890 with a 0 would be better because that's the only number we haven't seen so far. 885 for Punch Johnson at 169.53. Mike Bonner from Lake Havasu City into Bonner Properties J-Max Dragster. Kurt Stewart, Kurt out of Phoenix, Arizona, 2009 Mullis chassis. Stan Stewart and Tony Titone helping on Kurt's car. Jillian assisting on Mike Boner's car. Hey, there's your 890 with the 0, Mike Bonner, 175.05 miles an hour. Figured somebody would eventually get it done, and Mike found a way to make it happen. Kurt Stewart, 889 with a 5, 175.91 miles an hour. Fred Schmidt, Tucson, Arizona, 2002 Davis chassis, and Mark Darsaw. Mark out of Tempe, Darsaw Racing, 2002 Yancer. And this car broke earlier, so I'm glad they found a solution to whatever the problem was. For Mark Darsaw at 162.68 miles an hour, 893 for Fred Schmidt at 156.46 miles an hour. I might note that 890 with a 0 had a deep reaction time, so if anybody else can come up with an 890 with a 0, they might just be able to slide by there. Dave Ellis out of Princeton, California. MBE Fusion Trailers, 2010 Sarmento. And Nick Alejandre out of Glendale, 2000 NNP chassis. Superstock, need you to staging, please. Superstock to staging. Alejandro at 143.86, and an 895 for Dave at 181.28 miles an hour. It's only 40 miles an hour difference between those two. Lynn Welfringer, Lynn from Paso Robles, California. The Mondello Performance Products 1997 Swindle chassis. And Chris Whitfield from Littleton, Colorado, in the Go Fast Energy Drink, 2004 Undercover. Ginger assisting on Lynn's car. And Cameron assisting on Chris's. at 884 on that previous pass. We'll get underway. Produces an 897 at 138.76 miles an hour. Tanner Theobald from St. George, Utah. Theobald Motorsports, 2007 TNT chassis. And Tim Parker from Longmont, Colorado, 2013 American. Miles an hour, 892 for Tim Parker at 177.65. Steve Johnson from Arvada, Colorado, Fine Line Graphics and Madcap Racing, 2007 Cameron, Vicky assisting on Steve's car, and Evan Kowalski from Riverside, California, Riverside Transmissions, 2012 American chassis. And they're currently going to back them back off the starting line at the moment. Still looking for an 890 with a good green light. We have an 890 with the deep stage, so see if anybody else can come up with an 890 here with a 0. Steve Johnson, 892, 169.78 miles an hour, and an 897 for Evan at 174.84. Bill Dennis from Roswell, New Mexico. The BCD company, Sunoco, 2013 Undercover. Johnny Burke out of Mesa and the J Nasty Racing Team 2000 Yancer chassis. Carol assisting on Bill's car. And Jeff assisting on Johnny's. 891 for Bill at 182.75 miles an hour, and a 902 for Johnny at 158.89. Matt Harville, Queen Creek, Harville Auto Body and Pinell Engineering, 1999 Davis chassis, and Sarah Maldenauer. Sarah from El Cajon, California, Snap-on Tools, 2003 Undercover chassis. Miles an hour, and 894 for Sarah at 172.19. Cody Weber from Kingman, 21-year-old student, racing for Sureway Engine Machine, the 2000 Bolton chassis. Bill Weber assisting on that car, and Michael Lane from Schaffner, California, in the Lane Farms 2005 Undercover with assistance from Martha. For Cody at 172.98 miles an hour, and an 895 for Michael at 178.45. Mallory Rees on a Mesa, Green's Racing Engines, 2000 NNP chassis, and Steve Williams. I suspect I have the fastest car in the category here. Cannon Filters, 2019 Miller chassis. Dominic assisting on Mallory's car, and Travis Hodges. 190.62 miles an hour, and an 889 for Mallory at 173.23. Larry Marshall, New River, Arizona, the Marshall Racing 2001 Yancer chassis, and Matthew Bong from Glendale, also with a Yancer. It's a 1997. .69 miles an hour, and an 896 for Matthew at 158.93. Peyton Janik from Las Vegas, Nevada, Plan B Motorsports 2015 Racetech chassis, and Nick Downing out of Glendale, the 2003 Yancer. Mike Bonner assisting on Nick's car, and Nick apparently assisting on Peyton's. With the 176.86 miles an hour, and an 890 for Nick Downing with a 6 at 172.72 miles an hour. Lori Warden, Santa Ana, California, Bellwood and R&D Paint Body, 2018 American. James providing some assistance on that car, and Steve Parsons from Ridgecrest, California. Parsons Racing, 1968 Undercover. .893 for Lori at 177 miles an hour, and 892 for Steve at 170.71. Brian Dizionato out of Chula Vista, California, in the Dizionato 2003 Undercover chassis, and James Warden in the Summit Lane from Santa Ana In the Bellwood, an RV paint body, 2019 American. For Ryan Dizadato at 175.39, 884 for James Wharton at 180.79 miles an hour. Martin Clevenger, Martin out of Corona, California, our team racing, 2001 Worthy. Chad Weber in the Summit Lane from Kingman, Sherway Auto and Machine, 2016 Race Tech. For Martin at 164.87 miles an hour, and an 889 for Chad at 168.89. Travis Theobald from Washington, Utah. Theobald Motorsports 2014 Mullis chassis, being assisted by Brent, and Todd Martin from Norwalk, California. And Todd Martin Design.com 2017 Miller. Travis 893, 162.61 miles an hour, and Don Barton apparently must have decided, hey, I'm tired, I'm going down the track whether it's time to go or not. Edwin Olpin, American Fork, Utah, 2008 TNT chassis over in the Lucas Lane, and Trey Vetter from Henderson, Nevada, in the Matco Tools Goodyear 2007 American chassis. Got 188.90 with the 0, but unfortunately we had a deep leave off the starting line, so if anybody can come up with a green light, I think they might just steal that away. 887 for Trey Vetter at 180.16 miles an hour, and an 885 for Edwin Olpin at 172.23. Zach Mazier, Escondido, California. Mazier, Lucas, FTI, and Allegiance. 2011 Mullis chassis in the Lucas Lane. And Rich Lash, Queen Creek. Database programmer, Total Lubricants, 1996 Yancer chassis. Vern Turner, assisting with Rich. For Rich, 166.50 miles an hour, and an 891 for Zach at 172.74. Thomas Bayer, Cherry Valley, California. In the Lucas Oil 2002 Mullis chassis, over in the Lucas Lane, and Debbie Dolezal from Chandler, Brace for Home Realty 2007 Yancer. Amber Dolezal assisting on Debbie's car.